Hey, Guna. Hey, yo, Guna, where you at? Where you going? This is the Excalibur clock in right here with my man, Dennis. Tell him what to do. Tell him what to do, Dennis. They don't know. These is the clock in diaries. Excalibur clock in. What you saying? What you saying? Game week 2, English Premier League. If you ain't been here, I don't know where you've been. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I mean, there's been a little. They've been talking. I'm just saying they've been talking. Game week 1 on the road, Man United, Old Trafford. They used to call that place the Theater of Dreams. I don't know what they call it these days, because you got them city boys now there. So I don't know what they be calling that place now, but it used to be Old Trafford, the Theater of Dreams. Maybe that's all it is now. It's just a theater of dreams. Like, you just go there to watch movies, like just old tape, because they ain't doing nothing today. It's ridiculous. But who knows? I mean, Arsenal went there a week ago, took a tour of the city, a lot of citizens. I mean, they be saying United, but there's a lot of citizens up there. They might want to look into that. Arsenal took a tour, took the bus round. I mean, they be saying Arsenal parked the bus. They be saying United had the better game. But the stats say Arsenal came away with the 3 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, but what they usually say is the narrative would be usually Arsenal went there, Arsenal played well, Arsenal played them off the park. Arsenal should have had 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 goals. But in the end, Arsenal lost by 2-0, by a goal to nil. That used to be the criticism. That used to be the criticism. They went there, played so well, but they couldn't get the job done. They couldn't get the killer goal when they needed it. So game week 1 comes along. Arsenal goes along to Old Trafford, little old Theater of Dreams, comes out with a 1-0 rugged victory, clean sheet on the road. That was stank. You can't win the league like that. You think you can win the league like that? I'm just trying to mimic some talk sport interviewers, some radio jockeys that I be seeing. I suppose you'd call them podcasters now, because they on YouTube as well, like me. So you can't win the league like that. You think you can win the league like that? They riling their callers up, It's funny. It's so funny when they do it. It's funny. You really think you're gonna win the league like that? Not playing that kind of football. Not you going to Man United. I mean, Manchester United has a lot more to be happy about, if you ask me. Has Man United played this weekend, by the way? I mean, Arsenal just won 5-0 to Leeds United. Arsenal just won 5-0 over Leeds United. Game week 2. Where's Man U? Has Man United played today, or do they play tomorrow? Is today Saturday or Sunday? I need to check my time. Let me check my time. Today is Sunday morning. Easy like Sunday morning. I'm in Malaysia. It's actually 3:28 in the morning right now. The game would have started at 12:30, ended at 2:30, so we're about an hour on from the game right now. You really think you can win the game like that? A 1-0 loss on the road to United, to the Red Devils, away to the Theatre of Dreams at Old Trafford, a game where so many positives was seen coming out of Man United. It seemed that all the ruggedness that was the Arsenal, all the armory that was brought out and put out on display, all the defensive forces that was on show. It seems all y'all want to remember is set piece Arsenal. That's all y'all trying to remember. And it's okay. It's okay. Because guess what? As long as you come out with the 3 points, ain't nobody asking for nothing else. Ain't nobody asking for nothing else. All we want is the 3 points. Right? Because when we come and we play well and then we don't get no goals, and y'all come in and you say, oh, they played so really well. They should have won by 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's Arsenal. They're soft, you know. They did the fancy work, but they couldn't get the job done at the end of the day. Played well but couldn't get the win. This time we played ugly and got the 3 points. Walked out with a W. Old Trafford Theatre of Dreams. Week 2, here we are. Game week 2 at home. Leeds United. Leeds who? Leeds United. All we had to hear was United, and we was on. We like, oh, you came to us? You wait, what? You're newly promoted. Where you been? Oh, well, listen. Who you playing the first week? They probably didn't give it to you like they were supposed to. So we just gonna give you a good tour of the place and let you figure out where you trying to place your corpse. Alright? Took them around, gave Saka one. Alright? Julian Timber, you haven't scored in a while, have you? There, you have 2. Victor Gyökeres, oh, you can be creative too. You can be creative too. And you know what? Just cause our little boy Max here, we figured it's 3-4-0. Let's give the boy a run. And guess what? Victor, guess what? He made something for you. Gift wrapped. There it is, right there. All you have to do is put the ball right there and hit it anywhere within this rectangle here. I just ignore the fella in the middle. He doesn't know what he's doing, right? But gift wrapped. Max Dowman made this for you, Victor. Just hit it. Like I said, ignore the fly in the middle. It'll go away. Victor Gyökeres, 2 goals. Can you smell? Okay, let's not do that. The kids won't understand. The kids won't understand. We want them to stay. We want them to understand. We want y'all to understand. You won't understand if we start doing things like that. It's gonna get crazy. It might get a little hectic, but I'm be honest. I was real happy with that 1-0. Can y'all hear that? I was real happy with that 1-0 steal at Old Trafford. Cause that's guts and resiliency, you know what I mean? That's guts and resiliency. That's what you want from your team. When you go on the road, it don't gotta look pretty. It don't gotta look flashy. It don't even gotta look. Just get the job done. Go do the dirty work. I don't care how you get it done. Just get it done and come home. And then you come and you deal with this newly promoted Leeds United, and you're like, you know what? You're gonna get the beating that everybody wanted to see us put on Man United last week. So Julian, there you go. Victor, there you go. Bukayo, there you go. Five in total. The only bad thing is the injuries picked up. Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka. Now, I'm gonna tell you, because I think we've basically covered all the good things that we've seen in this game, except for Ethan Nwaneri. Yeah, another one, another one, another one. Listen, we need to be honest with each other when we assess these games, and we see exactly, or we try to see exactly what Mikel Arteta is trying to do, because what he's not going to do is be too long successful with the way he's trying to play. He's trying to play with 3-8, or if you will, a 6 and 2-8. That's essentially what we're doing. That's essentially what Arsenal is doing. If you watch, Arsenal has no 10 at the moment. Not with the way that Arteta's been setting the boys up to play. Because I seen it game week 1, and it's the same thing you've been seeing throughout the preseason, throughout the most of last season, right? It's pretty much the same thing. What you'll see is Arsenal's playing with a 6 and 2-8, if not just 3-8. No 10. Like if there's not nothing, it's a 10. If there's not nothing, or if nothing's actually a thing, Arsenal, what Arsenal has been doing is playing without a 10. And there's no way you can break down a low block if you play without a 10. I don't know how you think that's possible. Actually, it's possible, but the fact that we make it look so difficult, so hard, would make you wonder, why is the manager doing something like this? When I say something like this, like I said, we are essentially playing a 6 and 2-8, right? Meaning that you have Zubimendi, who's playing down the middle between the two center backs, right? Every now and again, he'll drop into, when we're building up play, he'll drop into the center back position, and we'll start. That's when you'll see Gabriel go to his left. You have Saliba to his right. Miles Lewis Skelly tucks into his position in central defensive midfield, and it's like the team is kind of, we have an extra number up front, right, in a position that we really shouldn't have a man in, because we've kind of, but it's counterintuitive, because you think you're creating an advantage. The advantage is mental. You're not creating an advantage. The numbers have not, you've just brought new people into areas that they shouldn't be in. With it confuses the defenders, because now, like I'm saying, you see Zubimendi dropping into the centre back position. He's got Gabriel to his left. He's got Saliba to his right. In front of him, he's got Lewis Skelly. Meaning, right, Declan Rice is exactly where he always is, and Martin Odegaard is exactly where he always is. All you've got now is Zubimendi in the centre back position and Lewis Kelly in his position, because Gabriel is now playing in his position. So all you've done is rotated things there, but everything in front of that is the exact same thing. So you think you've done something, but what actually have you done? Nothing. It's counterintuitive. You've just put the wrong pieces in the wrong places. And hope the ops is dumb enough either to not notice or to notice and just get bamboozled and just be like, I don't know what's going on. But let's be real. You're not doing nothing like that. Now, not only is that happening, but you got Martin Odegaard, like I'm saying, he's dropping right alongside that 6 on the right side, on Saka's side, on Julian Timber's side, on Saliba's side. He's tucking right back to pick up that ball as well, right? To give Lewis Skelly that option to pass the ball into him or to pass the ball to Declan Rice. There's no one in front. In front of him, there's no one. Believe me, in front of him, there's 2 defenders, and then there's Gyökeres and another defender. You ain't got no 10 in the hole, right? I wish I could, man. I'm a little lazy for the illustrations, but I'm trying to paint a picture so y'all see what I'm saying, right? Lewis Kelly gets the ball. He's in front of Zubimendi, who's tucked into the center back positions between Gabriel and Saliba, right? So he's essentially become the 3rd, if not 4th center back, right? Lewis Kelly tucks into his position in central defensive midfield. He's looking for passes. He's looking at Declan Rice on his left. He's looking at Martin Odegaard tucked in right there, actually deeper than Declan Rice is now, meaning Arsenal don't have a 10. There's nobody in the hole, meaning when Miles Skelly looks up, he's got the forward pressing him from the back, right? From where he's trying to get the ball away from, right? And then right in front of him, he's got the central midfielder. And then behind him, the central midfielder is looking at a central defensive midfielder that Gyökeres is trying to evade and get free from to receive, hopefully, the pass from Miles if he can see it, right? But the real options he has, that Miles Lewis-Skelly has when he looks up, is Declan Rice to his left, Martin Odegaard right to his right. He's got to play 2 quick balls. He's got to shield the ball, play nifty, play quick, get the balls out. Those are his 2 first options that he sees, right? If he manages to get the ball to Declan Rice, we're going left wing. If he gets the ball to Martin Odegaard, we're going right wing. There's hardly ever in between. We only go in between to go from left to right or from right to left. We don't go in between to go through. That's not Arsenal. We don't play with a 10. We play with a 6 and 2 8s. And to be honest, when I was watching, it actually looks like we're playing with 3 8s. Like a kind of deep central midfielder and 2 central midfielders. You see, I feel like what Arteta's trying to do, he's trying to keep a man open for all scenarios, right? Have a man in the middle and have 2 guys alongside him. A power runner who's pretty decent technically too, and then another finesse guy to pick a pass. So he's trying to keep his options open, but like there comes a time where you actually gotta be like, you know what? I know what you man been asking for, and I'm gonna just give it to you. There it is. Declan Rice in the 6, Zubimendi in the 10, Odegaard in the 10, Eze in the 11, Saka in the 7, Gyökeres down the middle. There's got to come a time where you play 2 10s, a 6, 2 10s, 2 wingers and your gunman, right? There's got to come a time where you trust Declan Rice to sit in that 6th position in front of that back 4 on his own and marshal the shit out of that midfield. Just command it. With Zubimendi and Odegaard just operating in front of him, not alongside him, in front of him. That's what you want to see. That's what you don't see when you're watching Arsenal now. And I compel you, please, watch how Arsenal builds up play when we play with Martin Odegaard, Zubimendi and Declan Rice alongside each other. They literally play alongside each other. Like, Zubimendi, for the most part, will stay centrally and just try and swivel from one side to the other, right? Declan Rice is predominantly to the left. Mount Odegaard is predominantly to the right. He will find his way to the left, but predominantly he's to the right. But for the most part, they're right alongside each other. We say, oh, I'm open for you. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. No one's ever running to hit the goal, to hit that gap, to be in the hole. No one's ever making that sprint. They're always like, oh, over here, I'm open. Oh, over here, I'm open. Look, I'm open. Give me the ball. It's okay this side. No one's ever, let me dash in there, get in the hole, get him to make that pass, swivel, turn, make the through ball to my fucking center forward there, Victor Gyökeres. Let me see if we can make something happen. That's how you, man, that's what I'm trying to see. But listen, again, if the team is winning 5-0, you ain't got much you can say. You ain't got too many feet you can stand on. All you can do is notice things that can be improved. And if a team is winning, whilst you notice things that can be improved, that's a great team. Y'all don't want to say it, but that's a great team. If a team is winning, whilst you see so many glaring things that can be improved on, and despite that, they still winning, Stoke City FC. That's a dream. That's a dream. You mean to tell me I'm winning and there's things I can do to actually win better? Wow. The possibilities are endless. I'd rather be that than a team that's winning, but you're like, ugh. I don't know what that was, but it worked. You know, I don't want to be. I want to be the team that's winning, fucked up. Where you're like, yeah, this team is gonna crack once they get going, and once Izzy gets back in that lineup, it's gonna be. That's the team you want, where niggas is thinking about you like that. Like, oh man. All they need is a 10 in there who knows what it's doing to get that ball through to Victor. Oh. When he scored that goal, when Victor scored his first goal, you could see he was pumped because the ball was put through. I think it was, who put that ball through over the top? I think it was it Miles Lewis Kelly or Zubimendi? One of them two boys put the ball over the top for Victor. Victor chased it down on the left flank, cut back inside, you know, cut through another defender, and then just smashed it on the near post. And you could see the way he celebrated. He's running. It's like, yeah. And then he does the celly. He does the celly. What the hell? He does the celly. And you can see it's like, yeah. Oh, he fixes his hair and everything. Yeah, man. He was like, I hear you, haters. I hear you. But this ain't your time. We'll let you know it's your time, but it's probably not gonna be for no time soon. Y'all probably gonna have to sit out a whole time while. Alright. This ain't your time. And you know what they're gonna start saying? They're gonna start saying Victor Gyökeres don't score in the big games. But y'all were the same man that was saying Arsenal don't need a center forward for the big games. Arsenal need a center forward for those teams when they play the smaller teams, the low block teams. The ones you need to just bully and get through. Snatch a chance, put in the early goal and just decimate them. You know? Because Arsenal can get the win off the top 6 sides. They know how to get a win dirty now. Those aren't the games that Arsenal are worried about. Arsenal are worried about the Aston Villas, the Bournemouths, you know, the Brightons. Brother, what the hell? Max Dowman. Yo. Arteta needs to fix these tactics. But what I will tell you is I haven't heard much about Bukayo Saka's injury. And I've heard nothing about Martin Odegaard's up to now. Let me see if there's anything that's been put up. I haven't looked anything up until now. I just been let's go Saka. This man got Sakamoto days. Bukayo. He got Sakamoto days there, bro. Bukayo Saka. Let's see. I'm just seeing people whining right now. Arteta on Bukayo Saka. We have to wait to understand how long he will be out. I haven't spoken to the doctor yet, but for Bukayo to come off, it's significant. You know what? I hope it's not bad because Bukayo is a hell of a player. He was playing well today. So I'm really hoping that this injury is not it's not bad, man, because you got Havertz out. He put that goal away really nicely. Hit it pure with his right foot. And you know that means something because Bukayo is left-footed. So if he hits it pure with his right foot like that, he's confident. He's confident. That was a pure finish. Bloodthirsty. I love it. So yeah, man, I'm hoping he's not injured. I'm hoping he's not injured because he just came back from, it wasn't a long-term injury, but it was significant injury. It was when he had to go under the knife. So I'm just hoping he's good. So we'll see. One Odegaard, I think he fell on his shoulder, must have jarred his shoulder, something like that. because when he came off, he was trying not to swing that right arm. He wasn't really moving it his arm much when he was walking off. And then who was coming on for him? I'm trying to remember who was coming on for him. Was it Nwaneri who came on for him? Went for the high five, where you should be like right to, is it right to right? I think it would be. Yeah, right hand to right. Odegaard went with the left, and that arm was just, he just held it there in front of him. It wasn't obvious. Like if you don't know like certain little cues, you won't notice shit. But I've been hurt enough times to know how people try and hide little things, even if you're not trying to. I know enough to spot an injury. So it looked like a shoulder thing with Odegaard, which will probably, if anything at all, be a couple weeks, right? I mean, if he properly dislocated it, he might be out 3 weeks to a month, but usually it's about 2 weeks. With Sakaru, I don't know what that was. I just know first time he was out, he got an operation on that right leg. Seen that scar, I didn't like it. This time it looked like the left hamstring. I'm hoping it was he just felt something and he thought, whoa. I'm actually not sure if it was the left or right, because I did see him stretch for the ball on the counter attack. And then as he was, I can't remember if he was losing the ball, if he made the pass, I can't remember it now. That's where he stretched it out and he felt it. Right? But I can't remember if it was the right leg or if it was the left leg. I'm hoping it was the left leg. I don't want it to be the same leg. I'm hoping it was the left leg. No, because he got operated on that leg. So you don't want it to happen for nothing. You don't want to have gone under the knife and just for it to get torn all over again. So you'd hope that wasn't for nothing. But yeah. Ethan Nwaneri comes on. Brilliant. It was different. Like you can see like all the things you get mad at Odegaard about, right? You can see that, okay, it's actually not Mon Odegaard, because you expect Ethan Nwaneri to come in and show you like something vastly different from what you've been watching, but you start watching Ethan Nwaneri, you realize, oh, he's actually coming to pick up ball in the same areas as Martin Odegaard was picking up ball in, right? He's popping up in a lot of the areas that Martin Odegaard is popping up at. So you realize, oh, this is more like a system thing. That's really what's going on here. This is really an Arteta thing. This is not the one Odegaard is willingly coming this deep to pick up ball. This is Mikel Arteta's telling Martin Odegaard to come right alongside his six to pick up ball. Instead of playing a pivot, Rice and Zubimendi, with Odegaard in the hole. Because that triangle right there is a lot difficult to defend than two rows of three, sorry. You put a diamond within Hitman. Like you don't even understand what I'm saying. That just goes to show you don't understand what I'm saying, nigga. But yeah, Ethan Nwaneri was just he looks good on the ball, because when he gets the ball, he does certain things that Martin Odegaard doesn't think to do, because Martin Odegaard's always really looking for the pass for the most part. So with Ethan Nwaneri, you'll see him turn a man, you'll see him push the ball a few paces forward, look to do something aggressive, and then maybe put that pass off. Like you'll see Ethan Nwaneri's having more looks at Victor Gyökeres than Martin Odegaard does, just based on the way he turns with the ball and looks to go forward. He gets a better look at Victor Gyökeres, because with Martin Odegaard, when Martin Odegaard picks the ball up, he's either looking 45 to his right or 45 to his left. Where should I go? He's hardly ever looking forward to say, let me look for a pass through to my center forward. Can I find something here? It's always, where's the safest bit? Where's the safest bit? Not, let me take a risk. That's not Arteta football is not risk football. And you see that exactly in his captain, the way his captain plays. His captain's void of freedom. Absolutely no freedom at all. Teaches Pitt strictly. It's nasty, it's disgusting. You know that prefect, you all know, became a prefect because they're the teacher's son, and the teacher's is one of the school favorites, so by default the son is the favorite, so the son became one of those teachers' pets as well, because what is he gonna do, right? What is he gonna do? So once he became like every teacher's favorite, because he was also a teacher's son's, being a teacher's pet, trying to impress every teacher because his mom was a teacher, right? End of the day, he became a prefect, and everybody knows, as long as that boy is in charge, we're gonna know everything that's going on at the school. Everything. Because Martin's gonna tell us everything. So you don't do nothing in front of Martin. No. You don't do nothing in front of Martin. Martin will snitch. I don't wish the PS, but anyway, you know what I mean? So it took a long while to get here. Listen, when Havertz got injured, we went out and got Eze. What are we gonna do? Saka's injured. What you saying? Josh. Come on, Josh. What you saying, Josh? Talk nice, buddy. Talk nice. You know what this is. Talk nice, buddy. Haven't got injured. You chopped some peas, bro. You was like, yeah, I got some change for Izzy. He wants to come back home. Yeah, I got. Of course, obviously. It's Arsenal, man. Man says got some change. Obviously, I'll come through. Obviously. So Havertz out. Is it in? If Saka's out, do we go for Rodrigo? That's all I want to know. If Saka's out, do we go for Rodrigo? Because listen, Madueke struggled on that left hand side. We're not gonna pretend. We won 5-0, but let's not pretend. Madueke did not do well on that left wing. I think he only played about 60 minutes. I can't remember actually. We went into the back pocket and brought out Leandro Trossard to come play in that left wing position. That's man. But anyway, Max Dowman came in. Nwaneri, those two are exciting, you know what I mean? I mean, for your academy to have three teenagers at the same time playing for the first team, playing good minutes for the first team. You got Miles Lewis Skelly at left back. Yeah. Ethan Nwaneri, Max Dowman. This is a single generation of talent. All breaking into the first team. Brother, do you understand what's going on here? Pat Mertesacker's doing something special there, man. Like something, I don't know what they cooking over there, but we eating. We eating. Like we y'all see how Chelsea be selling these kids straight out the academy for 25 million pound, 30 million pound. And you're like, how are these men doing this? We got actual men breaking into the first team, but we can't sell our fucking academy talent like that. What's going on? But Chelsea be just getting it done, bro. Mans is wondering how Liverpool is buying all these things. Brother, they've sold 200 million pound worth. You hanging on to Martinelli. Do you know the fact that Martinelli didn't come on today? Yeah. That should be eye-opening for him. That he should be looking at that like, yo, Izzy just came in. And I didn't get in the game. And Izzy didn't even play. I did not get in the game. Madueke started. Trossard went in before me. Izzy was watching in the stands, and I still didn't. Wow. Saka and Odegaard went out injured, and I still couldn't make that game. Like if I'm Martinelli, dog. I'm just saying, if Arsenal ain't gonna be selfish, Martinelli should be selfish. I know you might be getting paid a lot, but the way things going, you're gonna be back in Brazil a lot sooner than you thought you was gonna be. A lot sooner than you thought you was gonna be. I'm just saying. Honestly. Brother. Odegaard out. Saka out. Huh? Havertz out. You couldn't get in the game 5 changes, brother. You sat the whole time watching. Hand on chin. Trying to figure it out like I am now. You were doing it real time. Bro, you better figure something out because this shit, you might be gone before this window closed, brother. Talk to your agent. Martinelli, talk to your agent, brother. This ain't right. You gotta get. I don't know why you turning out. You turning down these. Oh, you turning down good moves to stick with Arsenal. What has Arsenal ever done for you? They gave you a break from. Was dude in the second or third division of Brazil? Imagine that. Coming from the third division of Brazil to play for Arsenal. They never send you out on loan. Man, y'all know Martinelli been at Arsenal for 6 years. 6 years, bro. Is he 23 yet? I think he just turned 23. He could have just turned 23, or I don't know. But this boy been here for 6 years, dog. This is crazy. You think if Robertson and you see, you got Robertson. I'm talking about the Liverpool fullbacks. You got Robertson, and you got the other dude who was on the other side who went to Real Madrid. It was Trent, Trent Alexander-Arnold. So you got Robertson and you got Trent, right? I think we've seen the best of them over the past 5 to 6 years. They picked up trophies, they grew as people, they moved on, you know, they moved up and on. Martinelli's just been there, bruv. I don't mean to shit on someone, but bro, just figure out what you're doing in life, yeah? When you let us know, we'll be here for you. But you gotta decide before Arsenal do, dog. Because if you let Arsenal decide for you that you need to move on, it's not gonna be worth your pocket, bro. You find yourself back in Brazil. Look at it. Dude's got that guy, bro. That thug to contend with. That Greek thug there, bro. At Nottingham Forest. You don't just buy things like Martinelli at Nottingham Forest, bro. You get your ass kicked, nigga. Jeez. But yeah, you know, Man United, clean sheet, Old Trafford. This time, first home game. Gyökeres 2 goals, Timber 2 goals, Bukayo banger, clean sheet, Raya 2 clean sheet, 2 and 2 clean sheet. Couple injury scares, Odegaard and Bukayo. Hopefully they'll be alright. Cause you don't want a situation where your new signing comes in and all of a sudden, you know, it's not, oh, we want to experiment. It's more like, yeah, cause you know, you wanted Izzy to come in, and next game out, you see Gyökeres down the middle, Izzy to the left, Bukayo to the right, Odegaard in the hole, Zubimendi, Rice in the pivot. That's the dream. You know, that's the dream. But now you don't know if Saka's gonna be around. You don't know if Odegaard's gonna be around. So you're literally thinking to yourself, okay, so is it gonna be Madueke 7? Is it gonna be Madueke 7? Is it 11? Nwaneri 10? With Gyökeres up front? Is it gonna be a Trossard 11? Noni 7? Gyökeres up front? With Izzy in the 10? You don't know. But is the good thing is we have options. And the good thing about injuries like this, you want non-season ending injuries to happen early on in your season, where by Christmas, hopefully you have your whole team back together. Hopefully you do that winter break, the little 1-2 week Dubai thing, you know, as an entirely fit team. Hopefully by that time, I don't know about Havertz, but hopefully Jesus is back playing, trying to vie for his place, putting up in his value, you know. You just hope things come together. But yeah, people, I've been here rambling a while. Excalibur clock end. DB because we done being nice, now normal with a K. Why not? If not, then why not? Why can you know with a K, but you can never ever do nothing with a K? Figure it out. Like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Let's grow this community, y'all. Excalibur clock in. Arsenal 5, Leeds United 0. 2 clean sheets. Yes, 2 and 2 clean sheets. One was nasty, the other one was flawlessly convertible. I don't know. It is what it is. People, clock in when we clock out. If you don't clock out, make sure you clock in. That's all that matters. Like, comment, leave a subscription. Let's grow this community, people.